bad news, rubbish movies, nothing to watch on TV. What shall we do? Shall we play something? Right, you guys, did you hear that? They want to play something. Let's go! Quickly, we gotta get up here. No stragglers. Hi everyone, welcome to Game Club. This is Terra. I'm Simon, and this will be the first time I play this game. I'll play it in the solo mode. Unfortunately, thanks to the coronavirus, we're unable to play it in a multi-group mode because, well, we're not allowed to sit together because we may end up passing on an infectious disease, which makes perfect sense. So we're holed up here in the headquarters, and we're going to play it and see what we think. Well, when I say we, it's me and the bird, and we'll let you know. So this is Terra the box. I'll just quickly unbox it because what we'll do is we'll do a playthrough. I will just let you know that I won't be doing a how-to, although probably I should do because seemingly everyone seems to think that would be a good idea. So this is your instruction guide, very well written instruction guide. I have to give a lot of credit to the people behind Terra who did this. This is the first version 101. Then you've got this, which I'm not quite sure what these are, but these are little inserts. You've got your tiles, which look like this. This is a cave-in tile, which has the dice numbers with rolled when you pull up the cave-in card. You've got this, which basically you have to scale that, and that you have to do a skill test roll for. You've got this slide, and then you've got, what else have you got in here? Oh, and that's your starting coin, your starting token, your starting square or triangle, whatever you call it. And that is your exit. That's the exit. That's what everyone's looking for. Now, I'll just see what else we've got here. You've got your tokens, your cave-in tokens, and what appears to be your water or flood tokens, as well as your rope and dynamite tokens. You've got players, you've got the horrors, and you've got the health. Probably not the best place to keep them together. They generally don't like each other that much. I'll just see if I can find a little horror. There's a horror icon there. That's very fortuitous. And then we've got these. Now, this I think is very well put together, but I do have a complaint. So that is the main side, and as you can see, you've got your health tokens here. But if you flip it over, so you've got your health tokens. This is actually far better, basically diagrammatically, so it's easier to understand. And I think that the written portion here actually confuses it somewhat. And you've got your engineer card, you've got your diver, your leader, medic, climber, bodyguard, and scout. And you obviously have pieces that mix up in there as well. Interesting though, you also get some of the cards as well. I'll go through these cards. So these are the character cards, which look like this. As you can see, you've got all of your characters laid out here. One of them though, however, is slightly odd. If we look through and we see, so we look at the medic is correct, Jay Singh's correct, Kate O'Reilly's correct, but it's when you get to Zoe Harris, geophysical engineer, and if we look at the geophysical engineer that's here. We go to the right at the bottom there, geologist, which is the geophysical engineer. They look completely different, which is slightly annoying, but you know, these are small quirks. Inside we've got a dice, we've got the torches, which is basically the action cards, the event cards, and they can produce things like tremors, which you have to roll for skill roll on all characters, out of time, which means the game's finished, and other ones like gas and horror, the one that no one likes to see, but is good fun when it does turn up. Anyway, finally, the only other things to note in here are your tokens to help you remember when things are. So there's your gas token, there's your horror token, and then you've got this coin, which I often use to decide who goes first, and it actually is given to the player who goes first. Right, so join me as I'll give you a review of Subterra. If you were to ask me in 3 words what Subterra reminds me of, I would say it's Forbidden Aliens Island. What I mean by that is, literally, it has a lot of the mechanics of the Forbidden series, Matt Leacock. Then it has this aliens concept, which is basically the horror that hunts you down. So then I guess you could say it's like Nemesis. And then it is literally like Forbidden Island, because you have flooded portions in which you can't cross. You can swim through if you've already found another locale, but if you haven't, then you're kind of stuck. Its player dynamics have the same thing. Each player has a special ability or special action which benefits and helps you and supports you in some way, shape or form. And at the end, the game is really about, you've got to get to a final token or tile, and get the hell out of there. For me, I liked it because I think that it has a little bit more suspension of disbelief than other games. That's not the Forbidden series. I think the Forbidden series are absolutely fantastic. But what this game does very well is it keeps you engrossed, because just like the Forbidden series, at the end you have to achieve something, plus you're being hunted by this horrible horror and you can't stop it. It makes for quite an exciting feat, but in solo mode I found the experience to be more compelling than in multiple player mode, because with multiple players, because the players go first, basically the actions happen at the end, so they are all able to calculate, especially if you get certain characters like the leader, calculate what they should do in order to get the hell out of there, or at least get far enough away from the horror that they can basically defuse it. And if you have the bodyguard, that's also very useful as well. So for me, I would say I liked Subterra. I think it's one of those games that will certainly be on the shelf, and we will play it again coming forward, I guess. But it will be one of those games that will probably sort of pooter along and be less rewarding each play. Anyway, thank you. This has been Subterra. I've been Simon. Subterra is a game for 1 to 6 players. Yes, there is a solo mode, so Simon will be very happy. He likes to play games on his own, see? He's very uncompetitive, or non-competitive, or whatever. It takes about 60 minutes to play and is a cooperative game, which is very good for people who like to play with other people and not get into fights. I love fights. Anyway, so what did we think? Well, it's about tile placement and it's about luck of the draw. You are cave explorers and you have to work your way through a series of caves in order to, well, get to an exit and get out. But it's not that simple. You see, you can face cave-ins, which is rocks. You can face, well, floods, which is, well, water and, well, floods. And you can face gas. Not that sort of gas, but, excuse me. Now, alongside all that, you can also face the horrors of the Terra. Now, what the Terra is quite simple, really. It's some walking, prancing, horrible thing that basically hunts you down and kills you, or makes you unconscious. It's kind of a bit strange, but anyway. And this is where the game really comes into its own. It's simply amazingly fun, when you have, say, 6 people playing, and you're all prowling around trying to find an exit, and then suddenly up pops a Terra. I mean, it's very terrifying, kind of. It hunts you down slowly and makes each player's separate move, far more dependent on everyone else and on the Terra. I quite like that. And to be fair, I think the Game Club people did as well. Now, there are some problems. The game has a few inconsistencies. For instance, one character is very, very useful, and their ability to blow through walls helps restore a lot of bonus to the game, i.e. you can move quickly and others can't. But, that said, the game still is sufficient fun that it works as a very smooth cooperative play. It's also quite compelling and quite scary. I wouldn't want to be trapped in a cave with the Terra, or Simon's gas. Sorry, I mean gas. Anyway, so we here at Game Club loved it, and I think you will too. So that's Quacko. I've been Quacko, sorry. That's been Terra, and we have been Game Club. Thank you. Ta-ta.